Hello, YouTube. We're going to do a little play today, but I'm going to wait till my chatters get in the box with me here live. So if you're watching this as a recording on YouTube, you may want to scoot ahead a little bit. I am planning to make some messy collage papers and maybe throw a little foil on some of them. See what happens. I've been watching Froyle and love her collages and her incorporating the Robin style into her work. And by the way, I love that she gives Robin credit for the inspiration. I always try to do that, but with my memory, I forget sometimes. Hey, Marcia. Hello, dear. So I'm setting up some paints here on the side. I got some. Where did I put it? I got some Payne's Gray. I thought I got it in the tube. Oh, you know what? I got it in Goldens. That's okay. We can use that. We can use that. That's quite all right. Throw some out here. I'm going to grab some PBO, a couple PBOs. I want the green blue and the green yellow to start with. We'll throw these out here within reach anyway. Okay, there's Joan. Hello, dear. PM, hello. Is that Mariah? And Dr. Cynthia, good morning. Good afternoon. All right, so anywho, I got a couple things that came in just for my new jelly plate. I got one of the tins to put it in, and I got this to stick it to, but I'm not sure this is exactly the right size. We're about to find out if I made a little faux pas on that one. But these tins are really nice to store your plates in, if you would feel so inclined to do so. I got it at Joggles. Well, this, oh, that 9 inches is like just, wow, that's just gonna fit. Just. So let's peel off these. Let me try to stick this down here as best I can. Wow, that's just big enough. Okay. Let's see if that helps me from scooching around. When it was just on these, I got used to using that plexiglass piece that I got. I just had a piece that I bought. I think it was 12 by 12 that I got off of Amazon some time ago. And it had sharp edges, so I put that checkered duct tape around it. Hey, Kathy. And that helped. So here's a couple printables I just printed off for Robin's. I love this page. I'm going to put that up in my stash there. And of course, while I was ordering from Joggles, I didn't want to order just that. So I got a Distress Oxide spray, and this little rascal here, Cosmic Shimmer, who knows what that's going to do. I just got one, Peppermint Twist, that one's called. So we'll see what happens. We're just going to have a play. And where's my little razor knife? Hello. We're going to have a little play, see what happens. I got this roll of rice paper, which is, it's a little shy of the width of this. Thought maybe I could just keep jelly plating a scroll. Now that sounds easier in my head than I'm sure it's going to come into, because once you get past the first length, then you got to deal with the tail that's already jelly printed. And where does that go? Well, I guess we'll find out. I warmed up the mink. The mink is warming up. I haven't used that for a while. And I'm getting itchy to look at some shiny stuff. So we'll fire that up and see what happens. Get this out of my way. Here's what dried up the last time when we were here. If you were here with me, we left this wet on the trash bag, and that's how it dried up. The black silver ink did some interesting stuff. It's like the silver spilled out from the black, and not much went through. Actually, I like some of the back. I love this area in here just as well, or maybe better than the front. I don't know. But anyway, that's what we ended up with. Move that out of the way. And I thought I would start out with let's see who else jumped in here. Amalia, hello, dear. All right. I also saw Foil doing these circles that she got at the plumbing store for the cistern of the toilets to fix them, and I didn't get to the store to look. I just my buddy Amazon, and they're rubbery. They're not foam. I think she said hers was foam, but we might try incorporating them into the prints and see what we get, because I love me a good circle. So let me get this out of the way. And put this out here. So let me grab, I'm going to grab some of my foils. I have some used ones in here. I want to get some that are barely used. These are some kind of psychedelic ones. They're a little too much for what I'm going to do today. A little too much pizzazz. But I want some that are really kind of worn out. And I know I have some in here. Apparently deeper in the pile. Well, maybe really deep in the pile. Oop. Oh, that's going to stick to that. Let's just avoid this disaster right there. And we'll move that for now. And I'm looking for some that are worn out, because as I learned the hard way when I decided I was going to foil over jelly prints, the acrylic becomes like an adhesive when it's heated up through the ink, and the whole jelly print came out solid with the foil. So that's what I liked was, now see, here you go. See how much of this is used? Can you see that it's too shiny maybe? There's not much foil left on the back of this. That's a piece that I'm going to use. Too shiny. There we go. See how there's like hardly any of this left? We'll use that. That's another one. Oh, now see, this one is really hardly anything on there, even though it's a real zippy kind of foil. But there's just a little bit, so you'll get a little zip here and there, but not solid foil. But you'd be surprised on like how this one just like has a sheen on it. See that where like almost all of it's gone? That sheen will come out and print on some of the papers. Hey, Ellen. So I'm going to cut off some of these bits that have, well, let's just start there. And I thought I would put through like maybe that one printable of Robin's I had laying out there, and see how just a little shadowing of foil would, let's go with the word enhance that. Here's a rose gold piece. I remember when I did that one. That'll just have some swirls on it. And that's kind of cool too, with those stripes like that. All right. Okay, stop. All right. So those coming to Maryland, we're pretty much sold out, I think. But I was thought about bringing the Mink foil machine for you guys to play with if you want to do that. So if you do, bring some bits you want to use and some, I have some foils to play with, but bring whatever foils you want to use. And I'll bring the machine and the cover sheets over and you can have a go, as it were. I'd rather have something real sketchy over this. Real sketchy. This. Okay, now I'm going to cut this bit off, because that's a little too in your face for what I want to do here. And let's just, even that border, see where that border is kind of solid around there? I'm going to lay it so that goes around this edge. Like so. We'll just see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? I ask you. Hey, Patricia. Welcome. Let me mosey over here to the machine where I have my cover sheets. And let's see if I remember how to do this. Number one. Gotta rearrange here. I got some reams of copy paper stacked behind my machine, and my machine has to have the flow through. I don't need these small ones, I don't think. So I'll grab these bigger sheets. And let's see what happens. Shall we? We shall. These are all munged up. But that's okay. What is going on in Baltimore? Oh, I have an art retreat every summer for some of my ladies that have been with me forever. And I've done it for, I forget if it was 5 or 6 years. And then we were ready to go in 2019. And we all know what happened. The big V. So, or the big C, I should call it. There's several big C's. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So we had to cancel. And then we thought we could do last year. Then we had to postpone again. So this year, we think we're a go. So, did I put that down there right? Well, we'll find out. I think so. The gold against the paper, right? I mean, how tricky can this be, really? All right. Numero uno scooting through there. And let's grab a piece of, I wonder if Yupo would go through there. I don't know. Do we want to get that brazen? Probably not. Let's try this rice paper. And this is just has the black and silver sumi ink on there. You can see where the silver really, the stripes, I think I did the stripes with that too, but they didn't turn out as silvery as the circles. But let's, you know, for shits and gigs, as we say. Ellen, send me an email. I'll put you on the wait list. We're currently sold out, I believe. I'm waiting to confirm with a couple people. What my promise was to everybody in 2019 was that they would have first dibs on their seats since they were paid and cancel, and we had to cancel. And everybody got their refunds, of course. But I'm just going to put that whole thing on there. What's the worst that can happen? I ask that a lot, don't I? But send me an email. I remember Patti at Shrinemont. Me, Patti? I don't even know what Shrinemont is, so I'm not sure. Are you asking what classes we're doing, Ellen? If you are, we're not doing classes this year. We found out that as a whole, the group likes to just have kind of a crop setup where they can, you know, have more relaxed environment, not feel like they're pressed to keep up with the class. And maybe they don't really want to do a certain class that's being offered. We did classes the first number of years, but last year we We did not. So we just have it set up like quads, 2 tables facing 2 and kind of scattered about the room. Hey, Jan. Now, what were you talking about Shrinemont, Ellen? I'm not sure if you think I'm a different Patti or if you're asking about what classes we're having. I want to make sure you got the right information. But you can leave it to me to get you hosed up. All right. I also want to put a piece of the tissue through. All right. And like nothing came. Oh, you know why? Because there's nothing on here. What a dumbass. I forgot how this thing works. It needs an adhesive on there. So nothing came out on that one because I'm not really that smart. Yeah, I don't know anything about shrine mark. I mean, I've done polymer clay myself, and we did do a class in it at the retreat one year, and I still do bring my clay ovens for those who want to play with it. So that's another thing, you guys that are coming. Let me know if anybody wants to play with clay, and I'll have the ovens all there. All right, let's just take this. This is kind of wild anyway. And I don't know. See, some of these are watercolor. Some of these are inks. So let's see if any of this sticks. I don't know if it will or not. And which side is the side that I went down? I think it goes this way. Let's see what happens. Eileen, did I have to say it out loud for you to believe it? Come on now, let's be real, girl. Yeah, you can come in, join us and watch me hose up some foiling here. I don't know if any of this is going to stick because it's got to be acrylic. I know it sticks to acrylic paint really well. Oh, really extra. Oh, you know what? It's not going to stick to this one either, dumbass, because it's ink. Hello. Oh, look at that. Comes off clean as a whistle. All right, and let's start using our head now. And let's find something with acrylic on here. Good night, Nellie. You know what? Some of these fragments, these are all acrylic paint. Let's see what happens. Let's just tear this down the middle and make it a little smaller. Let's just see. All right, let's just do this. Let's take a piece of this. Hey, Michelle. Welcome. Let's do this and let's see. Let's just put this gold down here and see what happens. It's going to be sketchy, but that's how I want it. I don't want it solid. I like a little sketch. Hi, Paul. Hello, my friend. All right, let's see if any of these, I don't remember what in this was alcohol and what wasn't. I mean, not alcohol. What did I just say? Acrylic. Nothing. So far we're going gangbusters here. Again, I like to point out what not to do. It's as valuable as what to do. Hey, M&M. But look what it did do. It scrunched up the paper and put that texture in it. Look over there. That's really cool, actually. Happy accident. Lord knows I didn't do that on purpose. Okay, now we're really going to look for acrylic paint. Yes, we are. Did I do any with acrylic paint? You know what? Here's one. Talk about your shits and giggles. We're going to do this. This is that real fine piece of air. I don't know what this paper's called, but I sprayed it with the bronze acrylic. I watered down and put in a jar and sprayed it. And there's a little mist of that all over this. You can barely see it. Trust me, it's there. Let's do this and let's see if any of that, if that's enough paint on there, because that would look really cool on here if it works. I understand it's an iffy process at this point. Let's put a piece of that. And let's put a piece. You know, I forget. I put the shiny side down, right? Because that's what's going to stick to the paper. Yes, that's right. I'm answering my own questions. It's like I'm some sort of a genius at this or something. All right. Now, if this works, this might look really cool. Or it's another one for what not to do. Again, just as valuable. I'll take the hit for you. Because that's just the kind of gal I am. So let's see what happened with this. These were the little fragments that I did like Robin does on tissue that she can use as little elements to add to her collage. And zippity doodah. I wonder if I have to turn. Oh, you know what? Because the dumbass put it in backwards. I'm telling you what, this is getting scary. I kid you not. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Kathy, you requested not to have the room. Well, you know, they do get a little rowdy in there. All right, so let's, let me see. What else do I have in this recent pile of mishaps? That is, oh, you know what? I'm just going to put a piece of this in there. That's with that gold spray on it. Let's put something. Let's just do this. Oh, and you know what? I see this one laying right here. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I wonder if that would. Remember when I, sprayed that new, I don't know how you say that, Lacoste? I don't know, whatever that is. I had that in a sprayer and I sprayed that on here. That's acrylic. I wonder if that'll stick. I might have to try that. But I'm going to put this little, this is one of Robin's stencils. And this is acrylic that I stamped through the stencil with black and bronze. So I got that, made that kind of like shadow effect. Let's, oops, look what happened. Get down there. Now let's, come on, baby. Let's slide this one just underneath this bit and see what happens. Just for, say it with me, shits and giggles. Okay. All right, now let's see if this is the one that's that air, lighter than air paper. Okay. So far, we are a 0-0 fail. So I have it set on 4. Is it maybe not hot enough? Let's just dump this puppy up to 5 and see what happens. I'm also going to, hang on, let me root through here a minute. I got too much crap. Now I know that is, oh, there's a teaser. That's one of Joan's new stencils. The sale starts the 3rd of March, next weekend, Thursday to Sunday, the 3rd to the 6th, 25% off the whole site. So there still are some shipping issues with some international countries. I don't know what all they are, but I do believe New Zealand and possibly Australia were issues. Why the post office won't ship there, I don't know. I don't get it. But I guess that's not for me to understand. Oh, no, this one is all acrylic. That's a really cool. Actually, that's that same stencil. I did that print with this one. So I'll try to stream, barring any unforeseen crises. I will be streaming every day at some point during the sale to demo stuff, let people put in requests for, you know, what they want to see together, what they want to see printed in a certain color, whatever. And so it'll have to be in, I'll be working Thursday and Friday, so it'll be in the evening hours, and I'll try to do it earlier on Saturday and Sunday to kind of make it a more universal thing that people can join in if they dare. I'm going to try this one again. Oh, you know what? I'm putting it down ass backwards again. Am I not? Does the shiny side go down? Shiny side up away from the paper? Well, oh, I guess so, because it'll stick and then this will show. What a dumbass. Thank God somebody answered me. Let's see. What else? This one might look good with this one. I'm telling you. I'm a sport, but I am dangerous. Let's just put some of that on there. Let's see what happens. Shall we? Probably shouldn't do that either, but you know how I am with the rules. They are simply guidelines. Shiny side down. Now, son of a bitch. Which way is it? You people are killing me now. Well, let's do one up and one down. How about that? Well, that one's already in there an inconvenient way. So let's just do this. See, it makes sense. Oh, hell, what do I know? I mean, how many of these have I done before? A gazillion, and I don't remember because it wasn't yesterday. Oh, sweet Jesus. All right, we got one up and one down. Let's see what happens. One up and one down. All right, let's do this one again. Because the green paper didn't work with the gold facing down. And it is acrylic paint. So let's see what happens when I flip her over and put it back through. Honestly, I can't see chat. I'm over here by the machine. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, mercy. It's set on a 5 now. That's as hot as she's gonna go. I might have to pull out some of my old school jelly prints that I know are solid acrylic. Of course, this one is too that's in here. This one's almost out. I'll be back to the chat in a minute. I'm gonna put the second one through. All right. Now, if neither one of these work. Hey, Claire. Ah. Hey, Ray. Educational. I don't know. That's questionable. Okay, the shiny side down did not work on straight acrylic paint, and it always used to work for me. Shiny side up. Shiny side up did work. And see just that little tiny bit of shimmer on there? That's what I wanted it to do. So what did I just say? Shiny side up, right? Okay, so for all you shiny side downers, the name of the gel plate backing, and where did you get it? It's just a piece of acrylic. I got it from Joggles. But they have various sizes for the different size jelly plates. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to put this one back through. And I'm going to put it on the other side that didn't print. That actually looks really pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. So let's do this. Even though it's this crazy, I don't know what they call it, holographic pattern or whatever it is. There's so much of it that's been used. There's just that little tiny bit. So, did this one work? No, because I had shiny side down. Who am I listening to? Come on, people. Let's flip her over. Sunny side up. Just like me. Ah! Hey, Kathy. Oh, geez, Louise. All right, let's try this one. I need to look. I think this was, I don't know if I sprayed this. I can feel the acrylic, so I think I stamped that one on there, or maybe jelly printed it. I don't remember. Oh, no, that was on my Art Foamy. Hey, babe. That was on the Art Foamy. You could leave that one down here. I think I know what that is. Thank you. So let's see that little tiny bit that's on there. Let's just do this. See what happens. Maybe it's just that the Art Foamy's put such a small layer on there that it's not enough to pull the foil off when it's heated up. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me, which on its own is kind of scary. Let's just do that. Let's see what happened. Patty put it all away and use a gold pen. No chance in hell now. I will not surrender. Not happening. Here's this one. I went back in for a second time with the shiny one on it. Oops. Yeah, there's just tiny little speckles. Oh, I feel vindicated. Can you see it? Yep, see those just little bits of that rainbowish on there. It's not a design. You can't see any pattern to it because it's not enough on there to transfer. It's just a little bit. Ah! You can scan and print on a jet printer and then print something over that using a laser printer. Right, I remember the laser printer thing, but my printer down here is not it's not it's inkjet. So let me get some of this stuff out of my way. Now I know this was although that kind of looks kind of cool like it is. Gotta dig a hole here. Oh Lord. I know that's acrylic, but I like the way it is. Huh. That's already shiny. Don't need to do much to that. I'm digging deeper here so I can get down into some old prints that I know are paint. Oops, there it goes. There she blows. All right, now I have my head in the drawers here, so give me a moment. Stencils, papers. Oh, you know what? I think I printed this on the laser printer. Let's put a piece of that in. You know how Dot likes my gold stripes. We'll see how they come out. Oh, this, I think we determined at some point before that what's that stuff called? The Jacquard fabric paints, Luminaire, don't work. It's not sticky enough. Let's try that one. Make that one a little more purty. It's already got some foil on it. Apparently some of these were from my last foiling adventure. All right. Okay, so I do believe hang on, I'm shuffling around all kind of stuff to try to get to what I need. So we know it's not going to work on the tissue papers that I put the inks and stuff on. That's a lost cause. All right, well, let's carry on. Let me finish the few I had in there, and then I'm going to make some, hopefully, some backgrounds. I do want to slide this bad boy through there, though. Let's see. What can we do on there? Will this one come off? Perhaps that one. And that might be kind of cool. Let's try this one. Then we will digress. Janet! Dixie B. Hey, Dot. People have snuck in since I've had my head buried in my drawers. That sounds funny, but you know what I mean. All right, let's see what happens with these. It's funny that some of the acrylic paint, even that jacquard, that's an acrylic. It's not the right stickiness. Now, see, this did what I wanted it to do. So this was on an art foamy. It was this on an art foamy that I'm going to see if I kind of turn it the right way where it almost looks like there's glitter in it. You see that sheen? That's the, I can hit it. Damn wires. There you go. That top over here, you can kind of see it when it hits the light-ish, sort of. But that did kind of what I wanted it to do. Thank you very much. What's this? And nothing's happening here. I didn't want you to have any gold on you anyway. I think these are laser, since I have those out there. We'll do those. And we'll just do them so they're like hit or miss. They don't have to be solid. What's this one? What's this one? Let's just do that. Okay. Taken a Xanax, had an eclair, and spoken to your healthcare professional who's given me the okay to join. Well, kudos to your healthcare professional. Oh, it's a good thing you weren't here earlier, Gayla. I need a Xanax. Funny how doing something 1,000 times is still not enough for it to stick in my little pea brain. Let's see what these did. Now, I thought they would have come out pretty solid with those bits that are left on there that are kind of solid, but it did not. But I did get speckles, and speckles was my goal. So you can still see the original jelly print, but there's just little fine little bits. You can see them hit the light. All right, let's get rid of this crap. Okay. Put these back in the drawer for another day. And I'm going to turn the ink off in case I don't get back to doing more of these. I know that's going to break your hearts. But if I don't get back to doing more of those today, I won't forget and leave the damn thing plugged in for a week and turned on. All right. Got that one more going through there with that green paper that didn't work the first time. Wow, not much on there. Here, I got a little tiny bit. I don't know if you can even see it. See that little sparkly bit? This one, I got bupkis. Okay. Oh, but look, it printed on here. Oh, no, that's something else that printed on there. I'm going to get rid of those two pieces. I think they're duds. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the paper. It's not me. Okay. Put those in the drawer. And this last one's almost through the machine. Stand by. I didn't have a stroke. I'm just over here out of sight of my computer. There we go. Okay, I'm going to turn this bad boy off. And I think, oh no, there's a little sparkle. Like twinkle, twinkle, little star. And on here, we got nothing. Very interesting. Of course, this was pounced with a sponge, so it's thicker, I guess. And this was the spray. All right. Look what we learned. Come on, people. You can't hate that. Okay. Mama needs a brayer. The weapon's out of my reach. Okay, let's see. Olive oil scrunchers. Oh, okay. I'm so happy you're here, Gayla. I can relax and let you take the wheel. Although you missed a few for your chalkboard, but that's okay. Elizabeth saying are using Posca pen. I have. Yes, I have seen that. It's pretty cool. Robin uses those to script on her plate and pick it up. Okay, what the hell am I doing now? I wanted to print some backgrounds on some tissue paper. And let's see. I'm going to make a few just plain mixed up paint backgrounds and then come back over them with stencils or what have you. Okay. Drum roll. Let's use, this is a new bottle of, hang on, I got to use my teeth. My thumbs are double jointed and I can't, oh, shit. Well, yes, I can. Mark me down for one, Gala. I just had a big wad of Payne's Gray. Oh, it missed my shirt. Where that landed. Oh, it's going to be one of them days, kids. One of them days. Let's wipe that on there, shall we? Somehow it missed my shirt. Oh, that reminds me. Somebody's talking about a printer. Somebody asked me what kind of printer I have. And so that I don't forget, I must take a picture of it right now. There we go. They asked me on Facebook on a private message, and I forgot, as I do. Oh, you don't like the color of it, huh? On the tank. All right, this is just a little Payne's Gray. I wonder what that will look like with little bronze mixed in. Maybe a little of this unbleached titanium. Don't ask me why. All right, well, here goes nothing, kids. Oh, I kind of like that, actually. I'm just going to pick it up on some tissue as a background. Hey, Z. This is that supposedly water weight tissue or whatever they call it, water. So it's supposed to be stronger. Watch it stick to the damn jelly plate. I can just see it now. That's kind of a mishmash to start with. All right, and I'm going to pick this up on a piece of deli to get some of those. Actually, I'll just use those blobs. Let's do a little, this is pearl. And let's do, what is this? This is a different bronze. This is a Liquitex bronze. And let's throw a little, what you call it in here? You know, what you call it, Payne's Gray. Alrighty. It's reddish, but now I'm going to have a new one. Huh. That's weird. I wonder if there's some kind of an adjustment in there that for the blends. I'm guessing it still has the cyan, magenta, and yellow, or some version of those with black to make the billion colors. Let's do just Payne's Gray. I'm going to try doing these little circles like I was telling you about. I was watching Froil do. I need to get some Payne's Gray in the Liquitex. I thought for sure I had some. Apparently, I do not. All right, let's try this. Let us see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we only have 4. How unfortunate. I have an odd number. Let's see how this goes. I love me a good circle. Let's see if I can pull it off. So I'll allow adjustments. Huh. Well, that sucks. I wonder if you could take it like to Best Buy or somewhere like that and have them look at it. All right, now let's get these bad boys. I was hoping there would be more left. That really sucked up all the paint for the background to pick up a ghost off of there. But it is what it is. Always add to it. All right, now we need something we need bronze ones. That's what we need is bronze. Where's my bronze? Let's throw a little bit of Payne's Gray in here. So I have some papers that kind of match. Matchy, just a little bit. All right. Okie dokie. Oh, I wonder if oh, shoot. I'm not that precious about this piece. Let's see if I can just pick up some of that on here. I want to leave some down there. Now I got more stuff on there that I can pick up. Not too bad. Let's see. Oops. Almost had that sitting in my water. Not good. Yeah, somebody else might have that same printer and having trouble with it, Kathy. I wonder if any of that will print off on here. A little shadow of a brown circle. Very faint, but I'm putting it on the dark bits. And maybe it'll show up. Very, very, very faint. That's okay. That's all right. If I put that there. Just added another little mystery in the layer. Okay, let's see. I wanted to try. Where is it? I just opened it up. This distress spray. I got this in iced spruce. I don't think I have any other distress oxide. I had a lot of distress. I wanted to look at the oxide and see. I wonder what sneaky drawer I have those in. I don't think I have. I have distress stain spray. Here's all my oxide pads. One of the good old boys I used to work with when I lived in Fredericksburg years ago, he used to say, this is the onlyest one. So this is the onlyest distress oxide I have is this one. So I don't know how this is going to pick up on tissue. But just for gigs, let's have a go, shall we? Any tips? Any please don'ts before I start? Gail, brace yourself. Oh, let's put these down. Let's just do that. That one over here wouldn't hurt anything. All right, let's go with some distress spray on the plate. And then a little mist of water, maybe. Why not? What the hell? I don't know what I'm doing. And now, we'll see if this water weight tissue holds up to its name. What's the worst that can happen? Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's sucking that up right away. And my hands, but that's okay. This stuff happens. All right, I'm just going to let this lay somewhere and dry. Where is that somewhere going to be? Because most of my somewheres are covered with crap. All right, right there. Let's see what happens to that. Let's take another. Let's take this one. This one? No. I don't think it's going to show up on there. Let's just take another plane then. And go back over this with something else. I do have the pads that I could put down there. And then you're strapped in. You got your helmet on. Oh, God bless you. All right, well, that's not a whole lot, but it's a background. We'll do something on top of that. And I'm guessing the bronze might look pretty cool on top of that, but how might I do that? Pray tell. Let's do it through a stencil. Let's pick a stencil. I really like this one. I'm just going to use this one. It's right on top. It's just an experiment, people. This isn't going to be rocket science. Hey, Robin. They're for plumbing for your toilet. If you watch Froyle Art, Froyle, she was doing a lot of techniques, and she does a lot of Robin's style with collage and jelly prints and stuff. And she incorporated, because she loves circles, she was looking for something to stencil with, and jelly plate with, and she came up, they're different than these. Hers are foam. They look like black foam. These are clear rubber. But it's giving you the same kind of shape. So I am a circle lover, and I thought I'd just try to throw her in there. So let's oh no, that's going to cover up too much of that. Let's try. That's got a little brains in it. Let's try that one. All right, let's just do this. Let's just do this. So, Maryland girls, I don't know if I hit send on the email I was composing Friday. I don't think I did. I think I ran out of time and had to run out and do something else. Blah, 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 whatever. However, it is okay for you to book your sleeping rooms now. And just use Maryland Art Weekend as the group. So I get it against my contract. And you may proceed. Froglets. That's kind of cool, actually. Just that busyness in the background, and that top layer kind of like pushes it all back. Oh, you know what? Let's take this one and just pick up those little tiny bits of bronze that are left in those holes of the stencil. Just a little bit. Very little bit. Oh, there's more. I could ghost over that. Oh, do I want to do that? Just a little ghost. I'm not going to press hard. Just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know that did that any favors, but the colors look kind of cool together. I need a piece of deli. Just want to get this kind of pounced off of there a little bit. Mostly dried anyway, so that's okay. All right, now see, we're getting some shiny bits down here. Let's do let's go back to the blue. And let's put something else in it, but what will that be? pray tell? This white, this off-white? No. What do I want to put in there? Yeah, what the hell? Let's just do it. It's in my hand. All right, let's get a layer of this on. Not how it was looking in my head. Imagine that. Let's try this and this. Let's put one down here because we can. And let's pick that up. Do I want to pick it up on something else? No, that's too much. Too much, too much. Hey, Kimberly. I don't want to clean all that off. I want a little more ghost for the ghost laying on there. That's actually kind of ghostly and pretty. So now let's try pulling this one. That might be really faint because of most of that cream color down there, but we're going to take it anyway. We're going to take it. Let's see what this one looks like. What are you going to look like? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Just those real faint ghostly images of the squircles down there. Oh, I just had a little thought. So if I put down the bronze, let's do something crazy. Let's do bronze. Now, you know what happens when we add water to the bronze, right? You know, it separates the color. The color separates. So let's do it. Let's lay these down first. Oh, shit, they both stuck to my fingers. Drats. Oh, maybe that'll be a cool image. Well, let's go with that. It's going to be a cool image. Shall we go with that? I think we should do that. And way up here, I'm going to mist. A little misty. Stop. That might be too much mist. I can see it separating here already. I don't think you guys can probably see that. Let me see if I can help you see it. See that little puddle of turquoise happening over there? Oh, I wonder if I sprayed some of this on it. CB, you know it. You know it, girl. Let's push this up here a little bit. This is really breaking up over here now. So let's just spray a little of this, just because I'm the boss of my sprays. Not the boss of much else, but you know, what the hell. So that's going to be really, really, really wet. What's this one doing over here? This one that was really wet is still drying, and that's kind of a, as far as any pizzazz goes, but we can pizzazz it up. And we will. Wonder if I should put that on deli instead of the tissue. Maybe I'll do that. Of course, the deli's going to resist the water. Oh, hell, let's just pick it up on tissue. It's supposed to be water weight tissue. Let's see. See how turquoise this is now? And that's not from this. That's from the bronze separating. But you can't hate that. Ooh, look at that. It's very wet. Get some of those middle parts out of there so it looks kind of more like a circle. Want to see what's left on there. All right. Let's just gingerly lift that. Ooh. Oh, look at all that turquoise breaking out in there. Hello, lover. I'm going to put that on the floor to dry, and I'm going to grab another one. I'm going to lift these off. See, they're lifting off most of the bronze. There's hardly, doesn't look like much bronze under there, and that's what I wanted. Drats. That's all right. I still see circles in the shapes, so we'll see how that comes out. Oh my God. Janet, I'm with you. Cats do not like me. I'm a very likable person. But cats, I used to have a friend that had two different friends that had two different cats. And they both wanted to hiss, arch their back, and bite at my ankles. Looks like I had a pork chop tied to my ankle or something, but I didn't. This is going to look real cool, I do believe. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, yeah. Not bad in the coolness department for a background. The circles are there. But I love how that turquoise breaks out of that. The paint. Let's put you over there. Groovy. Hey, let's try this. Remember I said I was going to do this? Spirit Lays, and I haven't done it yet. What's happening? All right. Let's see if this is even heavy enough to print with. A lot of layers there. I'm going to keep that. That's going to end up in a little collage at some point. Oh, you know what? This is kind of like that sketch pad stuff that's really kind of rough on one side and slick on the other. So I'm guessing this inside would be what you'd print on. That's what I'm going to print on. And it seems like it's very absorbent. So let's just, for shits and gigs, let's go in again. We're going in again. Let's do just this. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, remember we were looking up this paint the last time because it was expensive on Blick? This is 85 ml bottle. Now I have a big hand, but that you can, well, look, you guys know what size this is, right? This is 57 ml. This is 85 ml. On Blick, when we checked, somebody was saying it was $11, but that's the regular colors, not the metallics. On Blick, when we were looking last time, it was $30.82 for this bottle. However, I looked on Jackson's, and you can get this bottle for $16 on Jackson's, or you can get almost 3 times this size. It's 250 ml for $30, about the size of the price that Blick wanted for this one, but you get 3 times as much. So do that math and let me know where you land on that. Well, let's just do that. Let's just print the circle here and there. Just make prints with it in the little impressions in the paint, sort of randomly. Let's see. All right, let's just do it on here. Like I said I was going to do. Oh, I bet this is too heavy to, and it's a little shy. Don't be shy. There's my circles. There they are. Find a little indentation so they look like a little circle. And that lifted up kind of pretty with the two colors mixed. Let's see what we got here. Oh, shit. And that's kind of cool. But hang on, let's... Oh, that's not going to be a great print. But let's just... On the side of this, let's just print these three. Because these I would cut up and use like the little fragments like Robin does. They're kind of cool with the blue and the... So I don't think I'm going to do these rolling them. Let me just put this off right there. And I think before I get into that roll, I will go cut some segments out of this, maybe for the next time. I don't feel like screwing with it now. I'll put you right there. This is the one with the water on it. It's not real obvious. There you go. You can see how that turquoise is really in there. Oh, I like that one. What's this one doing? This is the one. What one is this? Did that have... No, that didn't have distress on it. Did it? I don't think so. That's not much. Not much to be looking at there. All right, let's do something over this one because that's kind of a... just sort of a... Well, let's call it a dud. I wonder if we just... Let's do this. Let's use this one here since I found it. Hey, Carrie. Let's use some of this. So the moral of the story was, as much as I use Blick for this, I would use Jackson's. Now, what would happen if we just put these here? And then pick them up and put them here. That one didn't really fit, but that's okay. Let's just do that. Because we can. And who cares? I'm actually going to pick that up on a new piece because it has the potential to be fabulous. And I don't want to take away from that by putting it on something that was less than fabulous. But I'm going to go in a really light. I'm not pressing hard on that at all. Got a little texture in there with the wrinkles. That's okay. Maybe I should have done a little something else in there. Let's thinking. Can you tell? I was surprised how expensive it was at Blick, because usually they're really competitive. That's Distress. A little spritz. A little misty. And let me just see if that gives me any kind of a cleanup print off of there with that. Looks like butt cheeks. Oh, that had a lot of paint on it, but that's okay. I didn't even get my fingers all... Oh, those wrinkles are going to be cool, I bet. Look at all that crinklage. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Well, I like the back side better than that. Huh. Interesting or not? Another thing not to do. Thinking. I wonder what some of this and a little bit of PBO, green blue, would look like. I mean, how bad can that be, really? Ooh. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, man. That, I don't know if you guys can tell. You're not seeing what I'm seeing, but I'm telling you something. That sheen in there is really pretty. Let me put these down here, and here. And let's just throw this one around. All right. I purposely went light on that pickup. Well, it doesn't look near... Well, it does when you hit the shimmery part. Are you hitting that shimmery part in those lighter turquoise bits like up here? All right, let's see what we get. I'm thinking, do I want to put something else on there? No, let's just go with this. Let's just do this. So I just want to mention again, for those interested in stencils, iStencils is having a sale the 3rd to the 6th of March next weekend to launch Joan's latest designs. And I showed them last week. I'm not sure if everybody saw those or not. But it'll be 25% off the entire site. $50 order gets you a free stencil. It's the same size as the rest of them, the A4 size, and another one of Joan's designs. There are some issues with international shipping, and I'm not sure which countries are involved. I'm pretty sure, I know it was New Zealand for sure, and possibly Australia. I'm not sure if that's changed. Sherry was hoping that if she put the sale off a couple weeks from when she was going to do it and things were opening up, that we could, open that line again to get things shipped to everywhere, like, in the good old days we used to. But I'm going to be streaming every day. Thursday and Friday, it'll be later in the afternoon because I'll be working. So it'll be early evening, really, by the time I am able to stream, but I'll do it earlier on Saturday and Sunday. So don't miss that. I'm going to do this, just this on here. And then tell you what I'm going to do. Joan has a bunch of new stencils out. It must be 20 designs or more. The coupon code will be announced when it's effective on the 3rd. I'll try to remember to do that earlier and not wait until... I had something in mind I was going to do here. Now I don't remember. Let's grab a quick stencil. Let me just grab this one here, Outback. I like this shape. Okay. You know what? I got to zoom out a little bit because this is getting further away from me. My arms are long, but it's uncomfortable. Now let's pick this up over something. Maybe this one that doesn't have much pizzazz to it. Let's give it a little pizzazz. I like this tissue for these. This stencil has kind of fine lines in it, and you can really see where you missed. And you can go back and direct your pressure where it's needed. Oh, there you go. That perked it up a little bit. Then I'm going to leave that on there so the paint stays wet under it until I can grab my black paint. Because this against black is really, really cool. So now, where's my piece of deli I was cleaning my stencils off with? Anybody speak up? Let's just use that. Oh, that's it right there. Never mind. I got it. I don't need your help, Gayla. 22. Oh, cool. Cool. 22. All right. She's a busy bee, I'm telling you. That Joan. So I'm going to go over this with black. And then I'm going to try to do it like the old patina prints that I used to call them. Get some of that off of there. And I'm going to just let the weight of the brayer go back and pick up some of that black. So the black's in the hole where the design is. See how that's popping out there a little bit? It's a little darker there. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Okie dokie. Here go nothing. Uh-oh. Carrie Ann's got a puppy with a boo-boo. That's not fun. I'm going to let this sit on here just a second to really suck that up and hopefully clean the plate. Not all the way, but that's okay. It may be cool. And it may be a dud. We never know, do we? Huh. Again, not what I had in my head, but the background of that's really cool. Where you see some of it mixed with the Payne's gray and the blue-green and the little shadow of the black design in there. Not my favorite, but, you know, it's there. It happens. So what are you going to do? You know what I want to do? Let's try this one again. Let's mix this one with a little bit of this bronze. Just to get a little fluffernutter in there. Let's put a little bit of this in it to get a little opaque bits around. Here goes nothing. Again, not what was in my head. Let's do something like this. That's kind of cattywampus, but that's okay. We don't have to use the whole page. All right, let's see what happens. Yes, Judy, you are correct. Interesting. Let's put those over there. I wonder if I just took the littlest bit of this. Let's just see. Oh, well, you know, that's just who I am, Judy. I can't help myself. See a little shadow of the outback in there. It's all right. Background material. Let's do. I'm kind of putting a thin layer down and brairing it until it's like a little on the drier side than I usually use. And then I'm going to give it a little spritzeroo. So maybe not as much water would be needed to make it separate. Or maybe it will be more water needed. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's just throw that one down there somewhere. Let's see if I can make marks. Is it too wet? Will they run together? Who cares? It's just a piece of paper. Well, let's put this, just for gigs, let's put it on there where it's kind of a white spot. See what that looks like. Hey, April. Oh, and it shows that water where it's kind of turned into a little turquoise in the background. That's not bad. Can't hate it. All right, do I want to let that sit a minute and stew? I think we're good. You see the little shadows of those circles in there. Real faint like. Trying to scrunch it a little bit and get little wrinkles in it. Because if it dries like that, then that'll look pretty cool. Hey, Tam. Now I want to see what comes out underneath this. For the Maryland girls who recently joined, I don't know if you were here, CB, when I said it or not. It's okay for you guys to book your rooms now. Just mention Maryland Art Weekend. Oh, my hands are freezing. What's this? That's not much on there. That was just that Distress Oxide. Oh, that's the one I said I like this side better. That is kind of cool. Maybe I won't use that one. I like that crinkly bit on there. Let's move to a new piece of tissue. I don't know if we're going to get much. I ran my yap long enough. And we'll get little bits. Little bits. And hopefully this will pick up a print of the wrinkles, which it looks like it's trying to. It's trying to help me out. That's a little bit of not much, but that's all right. What do I want to do with that? Let's mix a little bit of black and a little bit of this. Yeah, we're going to do a cookout at the house on the 19th, guys. So, you know, everyone's invited. So, but just be mindful if you're booking flights. If you don't make it, I'll keep you a plate of leftovers. So when you guys, if you're going to room, Only one has to call into the hotel, but give them both names. And then you know how you straighten it out when you get there. Let's just pull that up clean. Clean like, real clean. I forgot my washers. That's okay. I meant to do that. I'm going for just a background of this color. See what it looks like. Ooh. That looks pretty jazzy. All right, that's kind of cool. I'm going to let that right on my keyboard and let it lay there. I wonder, I got some more paint on here. Let's put that down. And I wonder what would happen. Let's do this. Let's put some washers down. Oh crap, I wanted to put another layer down first. I mean, I could take them off and do it, but you know what? Let's just see what happens. What becomes of this? Should I do it on top of this one? I don't want to print on the, no, I don't want to lose those. I don't want to lose that. That's going to all be dry by the time I figure out what the hell I'm doing. Tam is the new grandma. Oh, Tam, congratulations. I know that's one baby that's not going to be spoiled much. What's the name of the baby? Oh. Where do they live, Tam, compared to you? Is that daughter further from you now? Theo. Oh. A killer whale on the screen. So that little thin layer of all those colors looks kind of cool. Now let's take these off. And what do I want to pick that up with? Let's go with a little bit of this. And just do this to try to clean the plate and get all that goodness off of there, instead of just a ghost of the circles this time. It's a busy little bee this morning. I got some. Oh, you got your mojo and Patty. Oh, thanks, Judy. Yeah, Robin, the ones that I saw Froyle use, she got from a hardware store, and they're for the tank of the toilet. The brand that she used, they didn't have here on Amazon, but any round object like that, you know, that'll work. Shoot, what was I going to say before that? Oh, I was busy little bee this morning. I made a bunch of deviled eggs, And I sous vide some chicken breasts in my Ninja. Oh, I want to try this. Let's try that on a jelly plate. What's the worst that can happen? I think we've demonstrated that all along, so we'll just see. We'll just see how this works. Oh, that's kind of cool. A little bit of the PBO shimmer in there, a little bit of the bluish. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I wonder if you can use this on a jelly plate. Shimmer Pixie Sparkles are a unique combination of large pearl mica particles and dye powder, which together produce a color explosion with an exceptional shimmering finish. Porous surfaces, shake bottle, mix the powder, use some more water using a brush, spray it on. Oh, so this is just the powder in here? Okay, well, let's just do it. Thanks, Joan. All right, let's just, it says to shake it, but if it's just dry powder, what the hell am I shaking? Oh, it's all right, I'll follow the rules. And this, I think we got to open this up. That's a teeny tiny little hole in there, but I don't want a lot, but I do want some. Nothing's coming out yet. Oh. Of course it's not, dumbass. Telling you. Some days are just a little scarier than others. Yeah, that's what I need, an explosion. Okay, let's just put a little bit of this on here. Where's my cap? Where's my cap? There we go. And a little bit of water. Way up here. I don't want it to fly all over. I just want it to do what it does. Ooh, pretty. I don't want to make it too wet. I'm going to pull it on. Let's do this one. Some of these look like they need to be spread out though. Let me just do a little of this. Some of them are a little clumpy. Okie dokie, here goes nothing. All right. All right, that may be interesting when it dries. There's a little gold sparkle and, of course, the turquoise. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that dark bit right there that came up. Interesting. Can you see? There you go. You see some of that looks like almost glittery in there. That's the mica. All right, let's put this over on the dry pile to be dried. Let's see what happens there. And there's still some stuff on here. Let's pick it up down here. Put a little bit down there. See what happens to that one. And let's pick the rest of it up on there. Look how dark that's got. All the rest is like this blue-green. I wonder why is it doing that? Very faint glittery effect, but that's okay. Faint is good. Oh, but look. I probably just destroyed my new plate, but that's okay. All in the name of experimentation, just for your viewing pleasure. Let's do this. let's put this Payne's Gray down since we got a Payne's Gray kind of day going. All right, where's that stuff? Here we go. Oh, fairy dust. Let's do that. Now I missed it from way up high. Oh, look at it. Bubbling away. Okay, well that may be it's an unexpected result. Well, let's see what happens. Let's pick it up on here. It's going to be sopping wet. Oh, I can see it in there, but I'm going to let that, you probably can't see it just right. Let me set this over here and let it dry. And we'll see what happens after that. See what sort of a monstrosity we come up with there. Now, what am I going to do with this? That's kind of pretty, actually. Trying to keep that away from the circles because the circles are pretty cool. Yeah, that didn't do that any favors from what I can tell. Not from what I can tell. Let's put a little bit on here. That had a little bit on it already. Look at that dark. It's very interesting reaction happening here. It'll probably, maybe that's the explosion that's coming. Shouldn't have put it with that bronze paint. Bluey. Good Lord, this morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning, my text went off, which always panics me between my brother and my mom, and Lord only knows what's going on. Jumped up, answered the phone, and it was an alert from an acquaintance of mine who I know would not have me as an emergency contact, that they, I forget what it said, they had called emergency services, and as you're one of their emergency contacts, you're being alerted, and with a map with a pin on it, and she lives like less than a mile from me. And I thought, what the hell? I can't imagine that that's right, that I'm one of her emergency contacts. I wasn't that close to her. And so I texted her, "Are you okay?" Then she texted me back. She said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. This is more than one time my phone has done this, and I don't know why it's sent to you." I've never heard of that before, but it happened to me, so I know it worked. It's true. I'm Robin versus Robin, the untalented gal Patti talks about. I'm just a plain bird, no videos. So anyway, can we see it? Can you see what? What did I do? Try to map of the world handy. If you decide to try, have a map of the world handy. What the hell are you guys talking about? Global. Oh, the global thing. Find the country. Oh. Good Lord, I'd need a globe. I just wouldn't need a globe. I just need Google. Where is, Hoochie Mama Stan, whatever. The print right next to my hand. This? And what did you say about it, Judy? Can we see? Oh, this one? Yeah, I set it over there because it was drying. It's mostly dry now. It added a little something to it. Down here, you can see some of the little gold kind of puddled in those high and low spots in the paper a little bit. It's not extraordinary. You announced it but didn't do any favors, but we didn't see. Yeah, that's all right. Can't say it's my favorite, but it's okay. What do I want to do with this? Oh, hell, it's stuck to my keyboard. I need to do something fantastical in there. Ooh, I got an idea. I'm going to put this on the side and let that dry. I'm wondering if I can. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Hang on. Okay. Let Mama think. I'm going to grab a paper palette, which I wonder, I thought I had one out here the other day. Did I? Didn't I? I did. Hang on. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, let me try this. Put a little row down there. And just get a thick little square going there. And can I stamp it? Will that pick up enough paint to make a nice impression? You know, Gail always wants to make a nice impression, but usually she flubs that up. Oh, hello, lover. I'm going to have to fix that. The brand name right there printed on the, it's like 3D on one side of these little rascals. That one kind of smushed and blurred. All right, let's lay that one here. Let me take one of these. That's okay. These are a little messy because your fingers are all in them, but they come out kind of distressed looking, which is kind of cool. I agree, Tam. Everyone has their strengths. I'm still looking for mine, but they'll turn up one of these days. Let's put a little more of this down here so it's kind of thick. And that got on my hand. Kayla was here. She was putting on her crash helmet and strapping herself in for one of my experiments. And that's the last I heard of her, so maybe she passed out this time for real. This is kind of a slow process, but I think it's going to look kind of cool. Kind of cool, kind of cool. Patty, have you heard any more about Dorothy? Actually, her name is Dolores. Why I thought it was Dorothy. Donna called me hysterical laughing. And she said, thanks for asking the group to pay for Dorothy. But my mom's name is Dolores. And it's so, I know that. And it's so funny when I typed Dorothy, I paused and I thought, that's not right. No, that's right. That's not, well, and of course, I went with it. As we see, I don't know if I don't force any more on there or not. That's kind of pretty. Maybe you know what maybe I can do? Let's try something else that's got a good start for this stuff. Well, where is one? Let's try this one. No, that's too much bronze. Shit, what am I looking for? Oop. Gail is missing all kind of opportunities to write me up. Here we go. Let's go back to this one of the first ones I pulled. And let's get some bronze circles in those white holes. That's what I'm thinking. Delorthy. There you go. Yeah, so Donna's mom fell last night right in front of her in the house. And he ended up having to call 911 and take her to the hospital. Donna called me this morning. They were still in the emergency room. Oh, this is going to have a white border around it because the print I couldn't get right up against it. So that'll be kind of cool. And she was doing okay. She had pain in her hip and groin. So they thought initially she broke her hip, but it doesn't show any kind of break on the x-rays. So they're trying to figure it out and trying to figure out if she's, if they're going to need to keep her, if she's mobile enough to come home or what. I haven't heard any more from there. Me either, Kathy. Trying to think, what the hell am I going to do with all these things? That's okay. It is, Joan. Yeah, no broken hip, but they don't know what caused it. She was on an antibiotic that Donna was researching while she was waiting in there and found out that you can rupture a tendon on this antibiotic, which my mom's been on before. And it's, not an uncommon one, especially for elderly people. And so I haven't heard more since this morning when she called me. And yesterday was Miss Dolores and her dad, Donna's dad's. I always call them mom and dad, but it was their 66th wedding anniversary. It's all right. It's okay. That one's kind of cool, just like it is, actually. It's got its own little bling thing going on there. What time is it? 3:34. Oh, Mama's hands are cold. Let me just do this. Make this a little quicker. Oh, that's hard as a rock. What the hell's right on there? Great. Well, that's enough just to roll off on here really lightly. Am I going to screw it up, or do we really care that much? Yeah, there you go. Just a little something. Clean my brayer off on there. Actually, I'm going to leave those white with that little bit of bronze on there. That might be a nice pop of white when you need it on a darker background. You might. Let's see. Where else was I going to put these? Let's try this one. This is on that roll of paper that I was using. I think this is pretty much a goner right here. And this is rough paper, so it's going to be, that's going to take a lot of paint to make that really, which I'm not going to invest in that print that much because it's like, it's all right. Let's just do this. Kind of dry brush that rascal. I like this part over here better than the, and actually the first pull of the washers, you always get those white holes on your paper, right? Because that's where the, what the hell? Too long in the bathroom. We can't judge you for your bathroom habits. That's just not right. The housekeeper caught you on the pot, did they? Oh, God bless you. You can't have normal friends, Gayla. It's like, why can't we have nice things? Same difference. We can't have nice things because we're a bunch of idiots. Okay, let's see what we got here. And let's see if there's anything foil worthy. Gayla lives a charmed life. She does. Look how deep, dark, shiny that got with the black, reflecting that blue, green, blue, PBO. Not my favorite. So this is the one we picked up the distress stuff on. And it's just sort of blah. But this side, I really like. That's that Britannia silver. Anybody know how to say that? Laco? I don't know. But I love how that wrinkled. I love that texture on there. What's this one? Oops. You can see those when it hits a certain way. You can see where the circle shadows are. It's not bad. This one, what the heck is this? That's actually kind of cool where that just that little bit of the bronze is showing up in there. Oh, look how much of that green came out on the back of that and left the bronze laying on the front. But you can see the green on here too. It's just a lot paler. You can't hate that. Foil was correct. You can't stop making circles once you get started. This one and this one. So these are all the first prints. You know what I should do? I'll do a print that's just a background. Hang on. We're going to do another couple before I wrap this up. That's really faint on there, what that is. Love this one now. Look at you. Hello, lover. Here's the one I cleaned the brayer on. This is the one with the cave etching stencil over it. That's the one where I just stamped the washers on top of it. This one, this is the Outback stencil over the distress stain, over the cleanup print of the other the etching stencil, and then the blue-green PBO Outback stencil. I really like this one. I really like how airy that is. What did I do to make that happen? One would ask. Here's this little number. Here's this one. This had some of that. You can see where that kind of glittery patches are drying now, where I put that sparkly exploding. This doesn't have anything on there. So you know what? We'll use this. Will we? Yeah, we'll use that. I won't have to make another background. Here's a couple more. I do like these. I like those a lot. And this, not so much, but it is what it is. So let us move these. That's a few that'll keep me off the streets for a while. Let's move those out of the way, and let's do one more. Now let me think this through. If I'm going to print on here, what color do I want to go all over and cover this and reveal this underneath where these are placed? You dig me? If you do, you're a step ahead of me. What color? Maybe we'll just do the pearl. I don't know. Let's do something. Let's do, oh hell, I got a little domino effect over here with all my paints going down. Let's do, no, wait a minute. How am I going to do that? Is that right? Oh, screw it. I'm tired of thinking about it. Let's just do a little bit of this pearl and a little bit of this. Just a little teeny tiny. Now, you know what we're going to do? What is that? That looks like that other bronze color. Put some our bronze in there. I like this one better. Just a little bit. Where's my brayer? Here it is. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Robin, that's a good idea. I used to take the little Avery laser cut labels on a sheet that you can run through a printer. And I got the circle ones, and I used to jelly print on those and then peel that circle off and put it on like on the flap of an envelope, and then put one on the note card inside and kind of make sets out of them. They're really cool when you can do that, because then it's kind of like, I always remember Dina Wakely saying this years ago. I was at a class of hers at the Queen's Ink, and she was talking about her puke on the page method. And where you just overpaint everything, just put so much stuff down, it looks horrible. But within all that horrible, there are moments of brilliance when you isolate certain areas, and that's how those labels came out. I'd like to see that spreadsheet, Kayla. Oh, try as you may. Okay, let's see. All right, well, here it is. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen right now. Let's get those little dots there. And I'm not going to try to pick all this up because I want it juicier ghost print than usual. Oh, that's kind of cool-ish. Let's get these bad boys out of there. And now let's just, oh, I'm out of tissue. Well, we're just going to use a piece of deli. I have more tissue. I just didn't have it cut down. Judy. It's going to need a server to fill the cloud with all my words. I like Instagram for sharing pictures, and then when you share one or share like when I say I'm going to stream, instead of posting it on all 3 platforms, I can go into Instagram, write up the post, and before I go to post it, I can add it to Facebook, add it to Twitter, and it sends it to all 3 platforms in one. So that's a time saver that way. And I do follow a lot of artists on there. A lot. So if you guys are interested in some of those, you can go to my Instagram, which is PLYNNT, Lynn T. P, my middle name, Lynn. T for Tolley, my maiden name. It's Lynn T. And find my profile and then look at the people that I follow. And I think you can bring them up and see what they're doing and follow them on your own feed if you so desire. Little cheat for you there. See you, Z. I'll see you at 4:30. Xander's Scraps to Beauty is going to be streaming at 4:30 today. So this will give me, I'm going to quit here in a minute and that'll give me time to go get a little snack. And hop on over. Oh, that's pretty. That pearl with the bronze, that was actually a good move, I think. That's pretty. You can see the circles, but they're real subtle because of that, but they are there. Thank you, Floral, for this idea. Just what I needed, another idea. I can always use another idea. And that's the one that I started out with the background and put the pearl and bronze over it. So you can still see what the original background was, where the washers were there. I do like that. And that pretty much cleaned up. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab, oh boy, Titan Buff. You know, just how I like my men, tight and buff. All right, and I'm just going to put a little layer in here and see if I can clean all that glittery stuff off. This one usually sucks up a lot of the pigment for some reason. What were the circles called, Patty? Let me get this down here. Oh, it had bronze in it, so that'll be pretty too. Let me get this spread out and put paper on here, and then I'll look it up in my Amazon for you, April. That's not where I wanted that. I wanted that on there. Okay, and I'm just going to grab a piece of deli for that. And we're going to let that sit on there while I access the Amazon archives. I need to clean off this desk before I start jelly printing seriously next weekend. Oh, where do get wet strength tissue? I got that from Amazon too. Hang on, I'll tell you guys. Gotta look up my order history. This is gonna sit for a minute anyway, so we'll just multitask. So let's see. What am I looking for? Oh, the washers. Okay. Here's the link. April, I have your text. I'll send it to you. Brand. Oh. You'll have to go back in the recording and freeze it or take a screenshot. Right? And there was a bunch of different ones. There was a red pack that had a variety of different size circles. And what was the other one? Kathy, you asked me, I think. Oh, the tissue. Hang on. It's all coming back to me. Here we go. Tissue. Is that it? Yeah, that's got to be it. Is it? Oh, this is the one that's the durable, thicker, durable, and crispy. This is the one I'm using. Doesn't say much. 100 count white, 17 GSM. Thicker, durable, and crispy. And that's what it looks like. But there was one. Did I get another pack? Hang on. Was I on a tissue frenzy, pray tell? There was one called... Oh, you know what? I don't think I could find... Hang on. Let's try that. See what we get. Well, that didn't work. I'm getting diapers. Huh. Interesting. There we go. Hang on. Oh, that's probably why I didn't get it. $85 for some tissue, 480 sheets of tissue. And it's called Carnival Papers Wet Strength Tissue. And here's another one. This is $960 for $40. Such a deal. But does it say? That doesn't say anything about being the water weight. The one that says the wet strength is... That's the listing for that one. Carnival Papers Wet Strength. But it's $85. And I didn't think I needed to do that. UK import. Maybe that's why. It's called Be Creative. You know, now that I say that out loud, I thought I got some of that, but it wasn't $85, I can tell you that. Maybe I didn't get it. Did I get it? I don't know. Who the hell knows? I don't see it on my order list. That's the one I got. Now I know why I'm freezing. I never turned the damn heater on. All this excitement. That's way back too far. All right. Oh, hell, I forgot I had this one here. Everyone who's waiting is going to kill me for asking. What did you ask? Really help for pulls that get more off the plate without tearing. So I have good collage pieces that are thin. Yeah, this deli paper works good, but I can't find this brand of deli paper anymore, which is very sad. Because I like the sheets without the fold in them. And I just like these. Oh yeah, that's cleaning my plate. Some paints are better than others for sucking all the paint off of there. Look, she's like new. And all of that scrumptiousness is on there, which will make a good background or something else. Okay. I do like that. All right, kids, I'm going to sign off. I'll be back on the 3rd to start streaming for the stencil sale. It'll be for sure after, Thursday. That's oh man. That might be even later Thursday. That's going to be tricky. Well, I'll post it when I'm going to stream. But I'll be streaming sometime. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you're interested in stencils, they're 25% off at iStencil starting the 3rd. through the 6th to announce some of Joan's new designs. But that sale applies to every stencil on the whole site. It's over 4,000 designs. So, oh, hang on. I got these laying behind me. I forgot they're drying. What was I saying? Oh, so Joan's, mine, Robin's, KP's, Badass stencils, all that. Here's just the one with the ice spruce on it, and it's a pretty color, but that needs more something. Here's the one where I picked up the exploding sparklage on there. You can see the glitter throughout it now, and then some little clumps of the pigment. Hither and yon. More hither than yon. And here's another one. That one's still kind of damp. That one kind of like turned purple, that dark piece there. I don't know if you can see that. You see the little bits of sparkle through there. And this is the wet one that I picked up where look how green that is on the back. That all came out of that bronze paint. You can't hate it. I'm just telling you. But look at this. That's the bronze paint in the sprayer. Look at what color it is. It's pretty. All the pigment's on the bottom. So there you go, kids. I will see you on Xander's stream at 4:30 if you're joined. And otherwise, I'll see you next Thursday at some point. Probably late Thursday. So I'll catch you later. Thanks for joining me, guys. Had a lot of fun. Patty, how sous vide steak? I wasn't a fan, Margaret. Honestly, I like mine well done, and I like them charred on the outside, which we can char them after they come out of the sous vide cycle. But they were. I followed the directions from the same person that did the chicken that I loved, and of course she liked them medium rare and said it would come out medium rare, but that I could up the time, which I did. And it still came out way too rare for Mama. So we ended up trying to, we just browned them off on the, in the Ninja with the sear saute setting. Just cranked it up on high with a little olive oil and threw them in there and let them brown up. And they were okay. Dave makes a better one on the grill from scratch and for us. But she did use a New York strip when she did it, trying to make it taste more like a filet. And I love a good old ribeye. And that's what we used. But I like Dave's ribeye. He chars it up real good for me on the grill. Now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot, people. All right, kids. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for hanging with me. See you later, alligators.